In many countries across Africa, access to appropriate diagnostic tests can mean the difference between life and death. I would like to take you through the case of two different patients, BC and Musa. Two individuals that have been affected by cryptococcal meningitis at different points of time. Their stories shed light on the challenges with diagnosing this life-threatening infection in Africa. BC was a young mother who presented with complaints of severe headaches and confusion. Despite seeking medical help severally, her condition just worsened. It wasn't until weeks later that we were able to make a diagnosis of cryptococcal meningitis, a deadly fungal infection of the brain. BC was among about 250 cases of cryptococcal meningitis that we diagnosed within a 6-month period during the Unitaid funded study that was done in partnership with Clinton Health Access Initiative, known as CHI. But Musa, on the other hand, represents one of the hundreds of cases that were missed in multiple case scenarios, including when we struggled to receive tests due to COVID-19 supply disruptions, or when we are yet to discover the genetic variability in Nigeria, which led to the former test that we used missing a number of cases.
Prior to the year 2020, there was very little manufacturing of diagnostics tests and reagents in Africa, most of which was happening in South Africa. However, with the pandemic came a drive to build additional manufacturing capacity, focused mainly on rapid diagnostics tests. One of such companies is Revital Healthcare in Kilifi, Kenya, a manufacturer of a range of syringes and oxygen device parts with both WHO and US FDA quality certifications.
With our installed capacity, raw materials, and expertise in plastic manufacturing, we saw an opportunity to help out our nation, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the nation had no access to any tests at all. What we did? We used to import uncut sheets from outside, and using plastic casing manufactured from Revital, we could assemble these COVID-19 test kits and provide to the nation for testing. Now, we've since transitioned to manufacturing and developing our own uncut sheets using our own research and development. And thankfully, with support from partners, with external investors, and with Revital's own in-house investment, we have now set up a new facility that can locally manufacture up to 20 million tests a month.
Similar to the story in Kenya is the story of Institut Pasteur de Dakar, IPD Diagnostics, that received funding support from FIND and Unitaid to facilitate a technology transfer of a COVID-19 test from Korea, while expanding manufacturing capacity in the Dakar facilities of Diagnostics. While some manufacturers were driven by the pandemic necessity, some others, like Colexa in Lagos, saw an opportunity in the huge gap in the diagnostics manufacturing landscape in Nigeria and decided to initiate the assembly of glucose meters and strips in Lagos.
The Codis Group has grown from an African distribution chain for diagnostics for both infectious and non-communicable diseases. Our market presence and relationships, as well as our over 16 years of partnership with manufacturing partners, were two success factors that motivated the establishment of these facilities to assemble blood glucose meters and to produce blood glucose strips in Nigeria, which is the first in sub-Saharan Africa. The experience in manufacturing has started really well, and we're committed to expand these facilities and deepen our capabilities. With the encouragement from the government of Nigeria, honestly, which is the first of its kind really, in this country, my own experiences, I've been back in Nigeria, and the anticipation of potential support for partners like PEPFAR, Unitaid, Global Fund, and FIND. We have commenced construction of brand new facilities in Ogun State. One challenge, however, and this is it's a massive challenge in Africa, is the cost of financing. And so for us in Codex, we need support, we need low-cost loans, development finance institutions. And that's all that we really need to help us to continue this drive to achieving what we want to achieve in Africa.
Building on the work done during the pandemic, Unitaid will continue to collaborate with governments and partners like FIND, the Global Fund, WHO, and PEPFAR to drive efforts in the enhancement of regional manufacturing of diagnostics. By supporting manufacturers to improve the cost and quality of their products, Unitaid through these partnerships will accelerate the pathway to market for quality-assured RDTs. The interventions will focus on sustaining the growth of the diagnostics manufacturing sector in Africa to facilitate end-to-end manufacturing. By addressing barriers and fostering innovation, we aim to ensure equitable access to quality diagnostics for all.
The desire for Africa to strengthen its biotechnology sector must be rooted in research and development. K-BioSA was established as a research project. We pride ourselves in developing products that Africa needs. We mine microbial data from unique African microbial ecosystems in search of genetic material that codes for novel biomolecules, such as enzymes, proteins, and peptides. We supply our partners like Mintech Nanotechnology Innovation Center with R&D reagents and enzymes master mixes.
So we have a lot of capabilities and untapped potential here at Mintech. I'm talking about biomarker discovery and development, rapid diagnostic test development, as well as the development of reagents and reporter systems. We have a number of ongoing projects, including HIV, TB, and malaria, just to name a few, with solutions across multiple technologies such as lateral flow devices, molecular diagnostics, and nanomineral and nanomaterial-based reporter systems. Our work is accelerated by partnerships such as lateral flow laboratories, can also be accelerated by upstream partnerships such as K-BioSA. However, we do desire more downstream manufacturing and commercial partnerships across Africa.
As Africa continues to confront health challenges, the importance of regionally manufactured diagnostics cannot be overstated. Through collaboration and innovation, we must pave the way for a healthier and more resilient Africa.